The number one team in 3A, the BHP Bears, some acrobatics as they ran out tonight at Chapman. They got to work early. They actually did an onside kick to get the ball first. Noah Thomas sprints to the end zone on a 3rd and short. Then D. Chester, as Chapman went with the old wide receiver pass play, didn't work out. That pick looked like it was a pick six. It got called back on the run back as an illegal block, so MJ Earl does the honors. 14-0. Belton Honea pass just a couple of minutes in, and then Thomas on the next series. The slant to Tajay Watson Martin. Once he gets past you, ain't going to catch him. The junior with a score. Game was stopped early because of lightning, but it goes as a win for Belton Honea pass. 45-0. Chapman remains winless. BHP now 6-0. Welcome back into the high school red zone this week 6, not only including some really big games in 5A that could determine region outcomes, but how about Daniel at home against unbeaten Seneca in Region 2-4A. Lions trailed this game 9-0 early. 4th quarter, Kingston bibbed the run and then gets it in. And the extra point was good. It cut Seneca's lead to 16-13. Daniel trying to make it 8 straight and 9 out of 10 against the Bobcats. Bibb a 15-yard run, and that puts Daniel ahead 20-16. And then why not go to the big guy a little bit later in the 4th to help seal the deal. And Daniel gets an opening win in the region, hands Seneca its first loss of the year, 27-16. A lot of talent on that field tonight in the Clemson area. Other action in Region 2-4A. Travelers Rest trying to bump off Greer, which had won 19 of the past 20 in the series. Greer got into the win column last week, but they had played a bunch of 5As and also BHP. Jaden Coney with his team down 7-0, gonna take it all the way back for Travelers Rest in that all yellow and ties the game at 7. But Calvin McCoy and Greer, well, they had it working on the night. A Greer team that knew they could probably play pretty well defensively. TR had been held to 13 points or less in 3 games, and there was plenty of offense and all kinds of defense for the Jackets. They move on to the victory. Another nice run by McCoy in a 30-7 triumph over TR. Pickens and Berea and the Bulldogs trying to get themselves a region win in Region 2-4A, but Brooks Dow on the toss to the end zone has it knocked away. Nice stand by Berea. Isaac Arnold, though, on the receiving end of that Dow toss for a score. Later on, Dow and Cam Wilson on the touchdown. And Pickens has won 8 out of 9 against the Bulldogs. They win big, 63-0. They entered the night averaging 41 points a game, but allowing 45, so the offense was really good tonight. Hillcrest and Greenwood in Region 1-5A is a game that probably had implications toward the region championship. Almost a must-win for the Eagles after losing last week at Hanna. Tristan Lewis gives them a 24-7 lead in the 2nd quarter. However, Jackson Free and the Rams don't go away. 3rd quarter, Jalen Copeland on the connection, 24-13 Greenwood. Later in the 3rd, it's Free and Luke McCory. He is going to high step out of what would be a tackle or two and get a huge gain. It was a 4th and 3 play. Then McCory, his first down, set up Free for his 3rd touchdown pass of the night to Tyler Tolbert. 24-20, Greenwood's lead cut to 4, but Isaiah Goodwin coming up with a game-sealing interception. Greenwood makes it 5 out of 6. And they get to 1-1 in the region. Hillcrest falls to 1-1 in Region 1-5A. That final score, 24-20, Greenwood the win. Now Hanna trying to get to 2-0, and of course already has a win banked against Greenwood with Hillcrest still on the schedule. They jumped up early on visiting Mauldin. Jalen Watson by ground and then by air. Watson on the connection from Will Mayfield. Looked like Hanna was going to have no trouble at all, making it 6 in a row against the Mavs, but it's an improved Mauldin team. Reddick Langston came into the night with nearly 300 yards rushing as a quarterback. Takes it to the end zone right there. Mauldin forced overtime, but in OT, Hanna is able to pull it out. 28-21 on the home field. Mann in Greenville don't sleep on Scoot Watson's team. He was facing his former team as the Red Raiders welcomed in their rival, J.L. Mann, which snapped a 9-game losing streak in the series with a win last year. But you saw the interception by Kaysen Carson of the Red Raiders. That set up a Keyshawn Farrow touchdown, made it a 27-0 lead Greenville in the 4th quarter. And the Red Raiders have won 4 straight, all of them against 5A competition. 34-0 shutout. So Scoot Watson, the former Mann coach, did a great job there, and he's got Greenville off and rolling in his first season. Easley and Woodmont rounding out Region 1-5A. Wildcats And the Wave both coming in without a victory in region play. There's Amari Harris getting into the end zone for the score and a 7-0 advantage for the Cats. Matthew Hillstock, quarterback keeper. That tied it at 7 apiece. Harper Doyle later gets it out quickly to Frank Lewis in a 14-7 lead for Woodmont. They later built a 22-7 advantage, but Easley storms back. And on the road, the Wave getting their 3rd win of the season against 2 losses, and they go to 1-1 in the region, bouncing back from a heartbreaking 1-point loss to Mann last week, 30-22, big one for Easley.